CIU residence halls offer two main types of accommodation, one in self-catering apartments with a built-in kitchen and the other in studios where the student will need to join the competitively priced meal plan. In addition to the living room, dining room and the kitchen, self-catering apartments have 2 or 3 bedroom alternatives, offering a choice of single or double rooms, ideal for students who enjoy living with a group of friends. Shuttle services running through 6:50 a.m. to 12:15 a.m. will be your easy and free link to the capital city, Nicosia. And just so that you stay connected, all our shuttles come with free Wi-Fi. 24/7 security provided around the residence halls will give you the peace of mind to focus on your studies and, of course, on the wide range of activities available on campus. Studios have single, double and quadruple rooms with a choice of air conditioning. Bathrooms are available in each room in some dormitories, whereas in some others, 2 rooms may share 1 bathroom. Free high-speed internet, a refrigerator and a cable television are provided in the fully furnished rooms. The on-campus library and IT centre is open until late hours. Study areas, a supermarket, mini cinema, the largest sporting facility on the island, a wide range of cafeterias and the social facilities all next door. Cyprus International University residence halls will be your home away from home.
Teraz ben bahle.
Hello guys, can you see me? So my name is Kay Michelle. I am the judge here at Himalaya and I'm gonna be speaking for today's webinar. Start sharing
Yeah, I'm actually coming with the professor to you.
Oh, okay. I'm out of the office at the moment.
Where are you?
I'm at the doctor, dentist now, and even if I was not supposed to answer.
Oh.
So today's webinar, we're gonna be going over the 75% scholarships that are being offered by the university. And I'm gonna go through, like I said, the 75% scholarships, the tuition fees, accommodation as well, the programs offered by the university, and some basic information about the university. Like I have already said, my name is Kelly. If you've seen YouTube videos, you might be familiar with my face, but I am the admission manager today at Himalaya Travels, and today I'll be the speaker. So CIU is a private university located in Northern Cyprus, Nicosia specifically, and it was founded in 1997, being one of the top universities in Cyprus, and at the moment as we speak, it is the top university here. This is like a picture, an overview picture of the campus. It has many accreditations and memberships, both national and international, such as the Council of Higher Education of Turkish Republic and the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus Board of Higher Education Planning, Accreditation, and Coordination Board. It also has the Architectural Accrediting Board, the Person Assured Organization Certificate, and some other accreditations and memberships, such as the International Council of Design. It also has agreements with academic progression and dual degrees agreements with other universities in other countries, such as the University of Sunderland in the UK and the EU Business School. Actually, in 2022, the university was featured in the Times Higher Education rank twice for two different categories, being health and well-being and affordable and clean energy. The university also offers programs in 65 undergraduate areas spread out across 11 faculties, 3 associate degrees in 6 schools, 35 master programs, 14 PhD programs, and 2 professional doctorate programs in faculties ranging from art and science, communication, law, medicine, pharmacy, fine arts, design and architecture, and many more, as you can see from the list. CIU is also part of this big company, which is called Levent, which is like a conglomerate of many different organizations and companies in this island that is the biggest job creator here. And it has companies that work in areas from banking, product supply, energy, clean energy supply, and stuff like that. And an example of 2 companies that are under Levent, apart from CIU, is Molto, which is a supermarket chain, and Nova Bank, which is a bank, both of which have a branch on the CIU campus. The fact that it is under the Levent group is beneficial for you, and will be beneficial for all the students, as you can apply to work as for an internship in one of those companies, which will give you the chance to gain experience while you're still studying. Aside from being part of the Levent group, it also has a project called the Social Work and Skill Development Project, which is the university trying to offer students the chance to gain work experience while they're still studying and gaining theoretical knowledge. So, you know, by the time you graduate, you have both learned the theoretical and applied it in the real world.
What is CIU Diverse Skills Development Project? The project aims to equip our students with professional industry experience that will give them invaluable advantage in the ever-competitive graduate job market. At Cyprus International University, we believe skills development are where higher education meets employment. This is why we have introduced the Diverse Skills Development Project. With CIU being a part of the Levent group of companies, a conglomerate which comprises Levent Construction, K-Petrol, cattle farming, poultry, wine manufacturing, and many others, our students can now choose from any of these diverse industries or organizations to have their understudy placements. This is not only limited to the vital internships required by academic curriculums. The program is open to all students and could be applied for based on your career interest. We hope that our students will take full advantage of this coveted industry placement and graduate with the valuable hands-on experience to meet the job market needs. Who knows? You may discover new career paths or interests and respond confidently if asked, "What do you know?" or "What can you do?" Engaging in a practical professional experience will assure the needed transition process from study to careers, which is a core expectation of current employers.
As you saw from the video, which is about the WPSD program, and at the very end there was like the picture of different companies that are on the Levent that where you could apply to get real life experience. There was also construction companies and stuff like that, which you can easily apply throughout your academic years to gain some experience, which is very good for your curriculum as well. Now moving on to the tuition fees, which I know as an international student is something that you are worried about because you're not going to be paying in your local currency. So the fees here are excluding the 75% scholarship and do not include accommodation nor meals. We'll get into the fees that include those things later on in like a few slides. And these are the prices basically. For medicine, if it's 12,955 euros, dentistry 10,645, for pharmacy 7,848, and for all the other undergraduate programs, it's 5,843 euros. These prices is what you will pay per year. You can either pay everything at once or break it into installments from 6 to 2 installments. And these are the prices including the 75% scholarship for pharmacy and the other undergraduate programs, except for dentistry and medicine, as right now, CIU is not offering 75% scholarships for those two programs, only the 50%, which is still a very big, discount. So for medicine, it goes from 12,955 to 6,655 euros. Dentistry goes from 10,645 to 5,500 euros, and pharmacy with the 75% scholarship goes from 7,848 to 2,227, and all the other undergraduate programs go from 5,843 to 1,726 euros. Now, CIU has like an all-inclusive package, which is the accommodation, the tuition fees, and depending on what type of accommodation you choose, meals. So apartments do not include meals, and dormitories do include meals. And for both of them, the all-inclusive package also includes the internet and the water bill. The only thing you have to pay separate would be the electricity, which is usually maximum 10 euros if you use a lot of electricity. So the on-campus accommodation for the apartments with the 75% scholarship, so being the tuition fees, the accommodation, internet, and water bill, would be for a 6-people apartment, so 3 rooms, and each room has 2 people in each room. It would be 7,031 euros without the scholarships, and with the scholarship, it would go to 2,725 euros. For the 4-people apartment, 2 people in each room, it would go from 7,251 euros to 2,945 euros. For the 3-people apartment, which is 3 rooms, 1 person in each room, you would go from 7,521 euros to 3,275 euros. These are the prices for the dormitories. As you can see, there are different types that are spread around the campus, and each dormitory has a different price. Each building has a different price, Solly being the most expensive one, and all the other dormitories being cheaper. Also, Solly is the one that is mixed, and the other ones are typically separated based on gender. Excuse me. So for Solly single, so a room for 1 person, which is the most expensive option they have, it is 8,900 euros. Without the scholarship and with the scholarship, it goes to 5,531 euros. A Solly double goes from 8,671 euros to 5,113 euros. A double with a private bathroom, goes from 7,902 to 4,674 euros. A double with a shared bathroom, so 2 rooms share an adjacent bathroom between the 2, go from 7,584 euros to 4,410 euros. And then the quadruple room go from 7,205 euros to 4,004 euros. These, for dormitories, it does include meals, so you get 3 meals per day, or you can choose not to have the meals, but I would recommend having the meals at least for the first semester. So yeah, it includes meals, the internet, water bill, accommodation, and the tuition fees. The university also offers buses, so you do get free transportation from school to town and vice versa, and it goes to different places in town. And twice a day, there's also buses that go to the other cities, so you also have that. When you are applying, because you're gonna do the application through our website, so you're gonna go to our website, put all your information, all your documents. If you scroll to the bottom, you will see a space for like a discount code, and you can put this one, 64KI33. Just take it down, take a screenshot or something, such that we will know that you're coming from this webinar, and we'll make sure that you do get the 75% scholarship if you're for pharmacy or other departments, or 50% for dentistry and medicine. So be sure to have it such that we know you're coming from this specific webinar and you don't get mixed up with people from other applications. Yes, let me just check if the people from CIU are here yet. It seems like the people from CIU are a bit late. The representative from the university are a bit late, but they will be here in just a few minutes. And then let me, someone asked us. The process for the accommodation do include the fees. So, for example, if you get the 6-people apartment, the 2,725 euros is for your fees, the apartment, internet, and water bill.
Yeah, we can ask questions. We can unmute everyone.
If you have any questions, you can just unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yes, okay. I'm just seeing on.
Oh, the website. I will put the link on the chat. Okay, at the end of the webinar, you guys will receive a message with the link and all the other information on on WhatsApp. We'll send a message to all of you guys. And if you have any questions after when the webinar is done, you can also just ask there and we'll be pleased to help over there.
Okay, good day. I wanted to ask about the deadline for the scholarship application. Thank you.
You should apply by the end of the month for both, because we need to have enough time to go through the whole process, and if you need a visa, to get the visa to be able to get you here before classes begin.
Actually, I wanted to ask about the internships. Do they offer internships to all the courses, or they do just offer?
Sorry, I can't hear very well.
I would
Let me
like to
just.
do they offer
Okay, you
internships
can go ahead.
all the courses, or just certain courses in every years? How long are the internships, and do they also provide scholarships for internship students?
So for the internships, first of all, before you graduate, something that I could have mentioned, before you graduate, you have to do an internship, and then it depends on the program you're doing. Some might require 2 summer internships, and some of them only 1. I, for example, just graduated from CIU actually, and I was doing interior design, and I had to do 2 separate internships, one at the office and one on site. And for that, you can either contact the school to have them help you find an internship. You can talk to your advisor, for example, or you can go ahead and find an internship on your own, whether here or wherever else you might want to do your internship. You don't have to do it in Cyprus.
Excuse me, I had a couple of questions.
All right.
The first one is the flight accommodation. Is it fully covered or 75% covered as part of the scholarship?
We don't cover the flights. We don't make any payments for the flights. So for that, you would have to go ahead and make the payment and reservation, everything on your own. And the 75 does include the accommodation. It also covers the accommodation.
Okay. The other one, what is the threshold, like the grades I'm supposed to get, like to be eligible for this scholarship?
To get the specific information of the grades, I don't want to give you like some misinformation or not updated information. When the people from CIU join, I will remind you. I will ask you to ask the question again.
Okay, thank you very
I'm so
much.
sorry about that. No problem.
Okay, please, what are the requirements to apply?
You need to have your national exam grades, either national or international exam grades, to show that you finished high school. And you must also send your passport to us for undergraduates.
Okay. Please, what about if you are holding a HND, high national diploma? Can you also
Pardon?
apply? If you are holding high national diploma, can you also apply?
High national diploma?
Yeah.
That's for masters, right? You're from Nigeria?
No, from Ghana.
From Ghana. Let me just double check the information here.
Because last I tried to apply, but it seemed like you rejected my this thing, and you didn't give me the specific reason.
I will look at your application and then contact you on WhatsApp later today.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I would like to ask about postgraduate studies. So I have a degree, an honors degree in education, geography, and I'd like to do my postgraduate studies in geography, please.
Before I answer your question, I'm also gonna call in my colleague over here, Mr. Nelson, and I'm gonna, okay, he's already the host as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Together.
Okay. Okay. Can you turn off? So, good morning, everyone. I am very happy to join you here at our webinar. And if you have any question, I will be really happy to answer to all of your questions. And for postgraduate, for master's student, we actually going to send you a link. And through that link, you can book an appointment with us and we'll discuss more about like master degree, because there are a lot of requirements for masters, and we believe it's better to have a one session so that we can try to answer every question for those that are applying for masters.
What about PhD?
Is there any question?
What about PhD? Do you also have opportunities for PhD students?
Oh, yeah. Actually, from our website, anyone can apply, undergrad, master's, or PhD. You can apply through the website. And if you have any question for people, like for master and PhD candidates, we will, like through our website, if you apply, of course, you will have the possibility to book a meeting with us and we can explain everything accordingly. The 75% scholarship opportunity is mainly for people that are doing undergrad.
I'm sorry, but I have another question.
Okay.
When is the deadline for applying? Because the A-level results in Kenya still have like 2 days to come out.
Okay. The thing to take into consideration for the deadline is the courses at Cyprus International University are starting on 3rd of October, if I'm not mistaken, on 3rd of October. So by the end of this month, you might still be able to apply, and we can give you, let's say, a month to get ready for like for everything, because you know traveling requires a lot of things. You need to buy the flight ticket, you need to get ready, you need to buy some stuff for yourself. That's why it's better to apply early enough. So there is no specific deadline for the application, but we really advise students to apply by late the end of this month of August, and then the process takes it's very, you know, it's very quick. It will take us a week to get you all the necessary documents so that you can be able to travel.
I have a question.
Okay, so
Are there resources available to help students find like a external application, assuming they are not able to raise the remaining 25%?
This is like most of people that are asking us questions, they always ask if the university can provide more than 75% scholarship. If you look at the tuition fees table here, right, you can see that, for example, the tuition fees, if you see the tuition fees here, you can see that the tuition fees without scholarship, because everyone else is applying, they do not give them any type of scholarship, and the application without scholarship, like it's 5,843 euros, right? But with this unique 75% scholarship offered by Cyprus International University through Himalaya Travel, of course, you will be only paying 1,726 euros. This is tuition fees only, which means that the university has already done a lot by giving the 75% scholarship. We understand that some people need extra help, but unfortunately, the university cannot, like, In fact, you can, I don't know if you get my point, but we really try to help as many people as possible because this 75% scholarship is really a unique opportunity that I really hope that you guys will take the opportunity to get the 75% scholarship.
And in addition to that, depending on your grades, for example, as I was studying, you can increase your scholarship percentage, but that would obviously depend on your grades and how good you're doing in school. Your scholarship can increase. So per semester, you could, if you have good enough grades on your first semester, you get a higher scholarship on your second semester. But then if your grades reduce on the second semester, you lose it for the third semester. So if you can gain high grades and maintain said high grades and high CGPAs, you can gain higher scholarships.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yeah, there is one person asking about, I saw through the chat, asking about the accommodation and the scholarship. Like, can you go on the accommodation? Yeah, so we look, this accommodation, the previous one, please, not all-inclusive package. Yeah, on campus accommodation, here there is one thing really interesting to talk about. It's like when you are coming to study in Northern Cyprus, most people pay a lot of money if they do not have any type to to get this unique 75% scholarship. And if you stay on campus, there is this 6 people apartment, right? Together, tuition fees plus accommodation will cost you only 2,725 euros. And the most important thing to say about this one is that CIU let you pay your tuition fees in installment, right? Meaning, when you are coming to North Cyprus, you do not need to have all the 2,725 euros with you. You can pay the initial deposit, have the possibility to arrive in Cyprus, to get into the accommodation, because with your 1,000 euros that you pay, and if you select the 6 people apartment, it will be enough for you to stay on campus for like 2 months or so before the upcoming payment, right? So this is the reason why I'm telling people this is a really unique opportunity, and more importantly, CIU offers the possibility to pay this tuition fees into installments. So you do not have to have the entire amount of money, 2,725 euros. Just pay the deposit, come to Cyprus, start studying, and the rest will follow.
Okay. Good day.
Is it possible to defer admission?
So that
Yeah, friends, you can ask your question. For people who have already applied and those who need their application to be deferred, there is a possibility to defer your application. We will take care of it. You just have to tell us that you need to defer your application. We are going to take care of it, and no problem. And there is also Lamaro's question about the transfer. You can also transfer without any problem. Meaning, if you are already studying in your country, you have your grade, the university gives you the opportunity to transfer. And what are they going to do? Just take whatever grade that you have, apply through our website, okay? Or if you have already applied, you just need to send your transcript to us. And the university is going to check the transcript that are matching, right? So that they can transfer the ones that are matching, and they cannot, let's say that you are doing your second year, you are in your second semester, and the previous semester, out of 6 or 7 courses, you successfully pass like 5 courses and you fail 2 courses. Here, the university is going to consider only the 5 courses that you passed, and you will have to retake the courses that you failed. So even if you are applying for transfer, no need to worry, just apply and everything will be okay.
Excuse me, please, what's the difference between on-campus accommodation and
For
all-inclusive?
the link of the application, this is a question from Lebo. For the link, like at the end of the webinar, we are going to send the link through which you need to apply. We are also going to send you a special discount code that you are going to use in order to get a 75% scholarship. So
Excuse
no
me,
need
please.
to worry.
What's the
Excuse me?
difference between on-campus accommodation and all-inclusive package? What's the difference between both of them?
Okay. The on-campus accommodation, like the all-inclusive package, actually, the thing that you need to understand is that we have two types of accommodation at Cyprus International University, right? We have apartment and we also have dormitories. On campus accommodation, it's mainly apartment. What is the apartment type of accommodation? The apartment type of accommodation is the type of accommodation where you have the kitchen, meaning you have the possibility to cook your own food. You do not need to have access to the cafeteria of the university. And the dormitories are the type of accommodation where you will have access to the food which the university is providing. We have already recorded a video about Cyprus University Campus 2. We are going to send the video to everyone again at the end of the video, at the end of the webinar. In that video, we also show the place where students that have all-inclusive package, where they get they get food every day. So this type of accommodation, on campus accommodation, it's only the apartment type of accommodation, meaning you do not have access to the cafeteria of the university, but you cook yourself. This is the reason why it's cheaper. But this all-inclusive package, it's everything inside, meaning your accommodation, your tuition fees, your internet, your water, and everything included in one type of accommodation. And the most expensive is solely one person, luxury. There is even this culture of CIU, people that live in Soli, you know. I remember when I was a student, we used to know people that stay in Soli. So it's 8,900 euros a year, but with 75% scholarship, the fees are going to be reduced to 5,551 euros. And it's important to say that these tuition fees you pay in installment.
Excuse me, I am sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
This 5,531 euros. Does it is this separate from the tuition fees? Like the 1,700 is a different payment?
No, this 5,551, it's all inclusive. Your tuition fees, your accommodation, your food, everything in one, all in one. Like electricity is like 10 euros, and again,
So 5,531 euros is the yearly pay. That's apart from the electricity which I pay monthly, right?
Yeah, apart from the electricity, which you pay monthly, and it's not really expensive, it's very cheap. Everything and every other thing, it's only 5,531 euros.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome. Any other question?
Yes, please, I have a question. So let me say I have a 75% scholarship, right?
Yeah.
Now with the 5,531, who's paying that 5,000? Is it me that has is it the scholarship? Will they take out their 75% from the 5,000 and then I'll take off my 25%? Is that how it works?
No, look.
In the 5,000 now?
No, look, there is this row, like this column, it's price without scholarship. If you do not have the 75% scholarship, if you apply like now to the university website, you will not get 75% scholarship, and the tuition fees that you will be paying will be 8,900 euros, right? This is the fees without the scholarship. The 5,551 euros, this is the fees with a 75% scholarship. And in this fees, you are staying in your own room. Apart from being in your own room, there is electricity inside. No electricity, sorry. Water inside, your food inside, and internet, everything inside the 5,551 euros for 1 year. I hope I answered your question.
No, yes, you did, but I want to know how much will I be paying of this from the 25%? Like, how much will I be paying? Because the scholarship just covers 75%, right?
Yeah, like,
Right?
yeah,
Now,
let
I
me,
mean the 25% that's left now. How much will I be paying?
this is the 5,551 euros. This is the remaining 25% that you need to pay. I don't know. I hope I answered your question, really.
I'm sorry, which one?
Let me hand over to Kelly.
I'm sorry, you
She's
said which one?
Excuse me, I think I understand what she's asking. If you like to
yeah,
me to
no,
explain.
Kelly will try to answer, guys. Really. Kelly,
I
can
think
you
I
please
think
try
I
to answer?
understand.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think I understand what she's asking. It's just that the
So
5,531 is not like 25% of the 8,900. I think that's what she's asking.
sorry, could you come again?
The 5,531 is not 25% of 8,900. I think that's what she's asking.
Was that the question, Maria?
Oh, my question was, here there is price without scholarship, right? Which is 8,900, right? That's the price without scholarship. And then price with scholarship is 5,531, right?
Yes.
And now my ask is, will the scholarship pay the whole 5,531, or with the 75% scholarship, will they take out their 75% from the 5,531 and then I take out my 25%? That's what I'm asking from the 5,000 now.
Yes, I
Like, how
understand.
much am I required to pay? Do you
I
understand now?
Yes. So university gives the 8,900 as the price without the scholarship, and then after they deduce for the scholarship, after they deduce the 75%, the price that they give us for, under the scholarship, so the amount that you would have to pay would be the 5,531 euros per year.
Wait, so I will be paying, so meaning I will be paying the 5,000?
Yes. You can pay it in full or break
I
it
don't think
you were asking like out of the 5,531.
And the scholarship pays how much?
Right.
Yes. My 25 minimum? Yes. Like, how much am I paying?
You would be paying the 5,531.
Hello.
I do understand the question that you're asking.
Or from my pocket?
Yes.
Hello, I think Maria is asking that because
and the scholarship will be paying how much?
Okay, can I say something? I think Maria is saying that because you see, for like someone who stays at Soli, without the scholarship, it's 8,900.
Yes,
But
true.
with the 75% scholarship, it's 5,531 euros. But like when you do the calculations, it doesn't amount to the like 25%. It comes around 62% of the total costs. That's why the question is there.
Yes, I do understand the question that she's that like why that is the amount and how much she would deduce, right, to get the 75 out of that amount. Basically, which one is it? Sorry, one moment.
Hello, everyone.
Can you ask him and give him?
Yeah, he's speaking.
All right. Good day, everyone. Good to have you all here. I just joined in and I'm coming into the question. So it's true that when you calculate the 8,900 and you think if you have to do 75% of that, you are not getting. Now, the fee actually, it starts from somewhere. The prices you see have already been discounted at 50%. So this is an additional 25. For you to get the final amount which you see, which is the 5,531, we will need to put in the original fee form. That is the sum of the original fee. So after the meeting, we will want to share the brochure with you in addition to whatever you can see. But obviously, if you use the 75%, if you are finding the 75% of 8,900, definitely you are not getting the 5,531. That is true. But when you have 75% of the original fee, the non-discounted fee, then you're going to have that final amount. So we will need to share the brochure with you, which will make it clearer. And then you understand that when you find 75% of the original fee, this is the amount you're going to arrive at. So that will clear the misunderstanding you're trying to have. If you want to calculate, you wouldn't need to put it at this current price, which we have, let's say the 8,900.
Okay, can I come in?
Yes, come in.
Okay, please.
Sorry, just put in a little bit. This is Dr. Cliff, he's the representative for Cyprus International University that we're waiting for.
Okay.
Okay, we can go on now.
Okay, please, meaning you have the original. It's not already confirmed yet.
No, there's an additional. This is the summary. You know, our official fee. I don't know, Mr. Nelson. Do you have any of the flyers that you can probably put up on the screen? But
yeah, we
okay,
got the flyer here. I think we are going to share it with everyone.
Okay, but even before we go there, let me see that we could still clarify this with you, but eventually it will come to the same amount. So why don't we just look at this price first, since it's going to be the result, the explanation will come later. This is the amount. I'm not sure which of the programs, since some of the programs may be slightly different, either probably lower or higher, but this is typically the all-inclusive package we have. Those sleeping in Solid, as Kelly has explained, have the accommodation, they have the tuition, and they have the 3 square meal. That's the feeding for 1 academic year. Now, with these fees also, you are allowed to pay installmentally, where you have 6 installments, 4 installments, 2, or where the money is available, you could pay everything all at a go. So don't worry much about the calculations first. You will get the clarification, no doubt. I mean, maybe before we finish meeting or as soon as we finish. But what I'm saying is that there is an actual original fee for the university. And then the university gives all international students 50%, which will then result in whatever you have. So if you are going to have 75%, it is an additional 25 to the 50 you've already been offered. And if you want to calculate the 75, you don't calculate it on the already discounted 50% fee. You need to get the actual fee before the 50% is added. It will be clearer when we give you where we started from, the original, the 50% before the additional 75 that Himalaya Travel is offering you, because he's our official representative and because you are applying through him. So for now, let's not bother much about the calculations. He's going to share the flyers with you now or after the meeting. But if we have other general questions, you could ask. What I can say is that these will be the end result fee, where we have the single solid coming to 5,531. There was also a question about who pays for the remaining. Once the university offers you the 75, that is the part that has been discounted. So the remaining 25, which is the price you have on the screen, the student is the one going to pay. And you should know that this comes with food, accommodation, and feeding. But our scholarships are on tuition only, meaning whenever you are offered a scholarship, even if you are given 100%, it is for the school fee. You will have to pay the part for the feeding and accommodation. Although once you take all the three packages, the fee somewhat it's discounted because you are adding more. But okay, so you have, could you flip the next page, please? Yeah, if we could go to the second page. Yes, the third page where we have the boxes. Okay, so if you could look at all-inclusive package where we have the room types, we have the bachelor programs with 50% scholarship, and then we have the pharmacy, and then it moves on. So you could see that the fee you have, let's say for solid single, we have 6,593, and this is under 50% scholarship. Then when he further secures the 75% scholarship for you, it reduces. So the fee will further downgrade. Therefore, in calculating 25 or at 75, you need to get the fee before it was discounted. And that's why when you find 75% of the 8,000 or whichever amount you were using, you weren't getting the new value. So that's the explanation of the differences or discrepancies when you have to do the calculation. What I can say is that this is coming from the university brochure, and the average you will pay 6.5, but when the 75 is added, that's a further 25, then that is what you get. So you calculate 75 on the original, not the already discounted. If you want to do it on the discounted, then it becomes 25. But let me also state again that the scholarship is on tuition, not on feeding and accommodation. Although when you take the three, you still have a further discount. It reduces. So typically, someone who is not staying in the university or eating from the university, the full fee is 3,100 euros. When you have a 75% scholarship, you get a discount and it's reduced to 1,720 euros for a year. In that way, you see it clearer because the scholarship is on tuition and the tuition fee is clear. But once you add the accommodation and feeding, then everything comes together. You save some amount of money based on that. I believe it's clearer. If there's something which is not maybe quite clear, you could still bring it up.
I was going through the questions on the chat box, and someone was asking if the solid double room has a shared bathroom, and no, it doesn't. The solid double room, like the bathroom is, each room has its own bathroom.
The solid double, do you mean people staying two in a room or two separate rooms? Kelly?
Two in a room. Because we were going through all the dorm types, and one of them has a shared bathroom. So 2 rooms, 1 bathroom. So I believe they got like confused with that.
Okay, all right. I mean, you are more familiar with solid dormitories, so probably they were talking about the other dormitories, not solely. So it's good. You could handle that one. If there are further questions, or if the people sent in questions earlier that maybe they may still need some further clarification, I believe we can do it.
I have a question. Excuse me, I said I have a question. Okay. So, she mentioned something about having extra 25% scholarship based on your grades in first semester, second semester. Does that cover, like, for example, if I get 25% scholarship on my first semester and I get good grades, does that mean on my second semester I'll have 100% scholarship full?
Okay, is it this? Because I joined in late, may I ask if it's the CGPA scholarship or is it based on performance? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, based on performance each semester.
Okay. So yes, you know, the university has academic merit scholarships where we, based on your CGPA, we can give you 25 or 50. So normally we say that if you're an international student, you may already have a 50% scholarship, which is automatic, what we give. What extra you are getting is just working with Himalaya, who will then give you, so further ask for 25. If your CGPA, it's let's say 3.5 and above, you get 25. Now 25 means whoever has existing 75, 25 is added, you get 100% tuition scholarship, which makes your scholarship 100. Meaning the person who didn't apply through Himalaya or any of our official representatives and didn't get that, but has only 50, when you get the same grade, you only get 75. But if you come in with 75 existing and you work hard and you get 25, your scholarship will be 100. So this is the difference. People who come in with 50%, if they get extra 25, that scholarship moves to 75. If they get 50, then it moves to 100. But you have an additional advantage because you are coming with 75, meaning if you get a little rise in your CGPA, then you get 100%. So if that is clear, and this is purely based on academic merit, you don't need to apply. The system will automatically detect your grade, and then you have to, you get the 100%. But it's on tuition, not on accommodation or feeding. And I believe it's possible because Kelly, it's our student, if she's already introduced herself. And for most of her semesters, she was on 100%. So this is how it works. We will also want you to continue working hard. Because of that, when you work hard and you get a scholarship, you need to maintain it. But if you begin to play and you don't put in more effort and then your CGPA drops, you will come back to the original scholarship you entered with. So in this case, your 75 doesn't reduce, it can only go up. If you come in with 75 now and your CGPA is good, you'll get your 100%. If you drop, your CGPA drops, then you come back to the original 75 that Himalaya Travel gave you. But if you continue to maintain working hard and your grades are good, then you can graduate with that 100%. In all this, let me also remind you again that it is for the tuition. It's a tuition scholarship. It's not feeding or accommodation. So you'll be 100% on tuition, and your feeding accommodation, it's what you have to pay. And that's going to be at a reduced price, as you can see.
Excuse me?
Yes, please come in.
The thing is now I am a private student for like 3 years, so I am not in any school. So I do not have like a GPA or that. I haven't been in a school for like 3 years. I've been like having like private tutors.
Oh, when I say GPA, it is after you've enrolled at CIU. So that's where we start calculating. But I know normally, if you are coming in, you are coming from the high school. If you have straight A's, then Himalaya Travel may apply for you if you could be offered 100% tuition scholarship. But without looking at your performance, he's already requested that the university gives you, everyone who applies through him, a 75% scholarship. So with you, if you're coming from a private or not, you don't need to worry. Just apply, you come in with a 75. After you've enrolled at CIU and studied, the performance you put up here in CIU, it's what will determine a further scholarship. But that notwithstanding, if you are exceptional in academics or sports or something else, you could send your portfolio or CV to Himalaya Travel. They will submit it to the school. and see if there's opportunity to move from 75 to 100%.
Okay, excuse me. In the website, most websites that I have applied to, like they require a GP, like for me to insert a GPA. So like I'm wondering if like your website is like a must to enter, because if it's a must, I don't know what to enter because I've never
You
been.
don't need to enter. In fact, because Himalaya Travel is our official representative, you don't need to worry at all with the application process. All you need to do is after this meeting, just give everything you've got. He's going to tell you what he needs, you know, all your scanned documents, and then he can facilitate your admission immediately. In fact, because it's on our top priority list, if you're an undergraduate and you don't have admission already and he gets all your documents today, he has an express service within the university. He's our top representative for Africa. We can give him admission between 1 and 2 days evaluation. If you're a master, that may take maybe 3 or 4 days. So you don't need to worry about what you have to enter in the admission process or what you have to do. All you have to do is to get in touch with him. He's going to help you with everything, secure the 75% scholarship for you, and then also help you with the process.
Okay, sorry, but just one last thing. How much is this service or so?
Mr. Himalaya will give you more about it. I don't know, Mr. Nelson, if you know, if you are there, or if Miss Kelly, you know, they will tell you what the service exists. But probably because you are having this meeting, you may have a special service. For everyone, whilst we wait to take more questions, let me show you a bit about our university. This is just, I'm in one of the student services building. So once you come, downstairs is where all students come around. This is the student service building. And on your right is the admissions office. So you can see how our place looks like. But this is just a bit of it. I believe you've seen video with the rest remaining. So for those who are able to make it, we will be looking forward to seeing you in September, or at least in February. Kelly, do you know anything about your services, or do we have to wait for Mr. Nelson?
No, I can go through it. So the services are free for you. Won't have to pay anything. You just need to send the documents to us, your passport, your certificate, either national or international, and we're gonna do everything else for you. The only thing you'd have to pay is the deposit, which goes straight to the university for the additional letter.
All right, so let me just add that.
Hello.
It seems like he's having issues with.
Okay, hello. Can I ask a question? Hello.
Yeah, sure.
Please, I want to know about the internship. We were talking about internship, and during maybe when you come to the school, will you be getting opportunity to work as well while schooling?
We also have a YouTube video on that, but I'm gonna answer. It's not very advisable for you to come to Northern Cyprus with the plan of paying for your fees, to like financially supporting your fees with working here, because most of the jobs that are available for international students are low paying jobs. So it's not enough for you to be supporting your education with the jobs that you would find here.
I'm not talking about the first, maybe the first year of school fees. So I'm talking about maybe the rest after paying the first school fees. Maybe getting further, you may need financial support. So, will you get opportunity to work as well schooling?
Yeah. So we are answering questions all together with Miss Kelly. As she said, like, there are jobs, especially during summer, and now on actually the minimum wage is like $450, right? Which means that let's say that you work for 4 months, you can save enough and have pay part of tuition and start your semester and all. It just really depends on how you live and your standard of living, but you can manage. The idea should be to have at least someone to support you while you are coming to Cyprus. When it comes to job, you know, you can manage. As a man, I'm a man, you know,
Yeah, I'm
I've
also
managed, so.
you see, being in school meaning you don't have to do anything. You have your focus to be in education alone. But if maybe you don't have anybody to support you that much, but already you have funds to raise to pay your school fees now. But as times goes on, you may be finding things difficult. You see, so I want to know if maybe there's an opportunity or somewhere to be working as well as schooling.
There is a possibility for you to work while schooling, even if it's very hard, right? It's not easy for everyone to work and school at the same time. What we are trying to say is that the money that you are getting, it's like 400, the minimum wage, right? The minimum wage is $450 a month. And you need to work full-time for it. The only time you have the possibility to work full-time is during summer holidays, because summer holidays is like 5 months, right?
Yes.
So let's say that during summer holidays, you can work, you get around $500 to $600. Take $500 to $600, multiply by the number of months that you'll be working, which is like, let's say 4 months, right? It will make 2,000 euros. You can, with 2,000 euros, register for a semester and start studying. It's the thing is, we just don't want to tell people that they can come in Cyprus, work and support themselves. What we are trying to say is, at least have someone to support you, and you can be managing once you arrive in Cyprus. This is what we are trying to say.
Okay.
Just so that we cannot mislead you guys, and once you arrive in Cyprus, you start complaining, you start saying that, oh, you told us that we will work and study at the same time. We don't want to mislead people. We are trying to give information to people, and the most important thing that you need to understand is that while studying, it's very hard to work full-time, and if you do not work full-time, you do not get a huge amount of money.
Yes.
I have a question. Mr. Tijani had talked about having, like, let's say, like performing better and then getting the 20% extra as well as extracurricular activities. But in the video, I only saw basketball, swimming, and gym. Are those the only physical activities being offered in CIU, or are there other activities in school, like, let's say, tennis and other sports? Also, like when one gets like admitted with the 75% scholarship, is there a yearly renewal of the scholarship, or the 70% like the minimum stands as the basic of the scholarship until one's graduate, unless they get an addition?
For sports, there are a lot of sports, right? You can play basket, tennis. We have this CIU Arena. Within CIU Arena, there are a lot of sports activities over there. So there is not only the one that has been shown in the video. You can do any type of sport within the university, because we have a sports center among the biggest in Northern Cyprus. The scholarship that you get, the 75, will remain. It's not a renewable scholarship every year. This 75% scholarship is straight for all 4 years. Any other questions?
Someone had asked if the application requires IELTS, and it does not require IELTS. If you have the international exams, you can apply with no issues.
Excuse me, the paper that you're showing right now, The very bottom is showing that deposit for accommodation is not included. Can you like expand on that?
Can you please come again?
On the screen sharing that's is being shown right now, at the very bottom of the paper is showing deposit for accommodation is not included. Can you expand on that?
Yeah. Basically, give me a second. Kelly, yeah, let me send it to Kelly. Kelly is going to answer this question. Sorry, guys,
So I'm going to explain based on my experience as I was staying on campus. When you before you move in, you basically pay a deposit that later on will be given back to you. And the deposit depends on which type of accommodation you choose. For Soli, it is higher than for the other types of accommodation. So you pay a fixed amount that will only be changed, as in, let's say you pay 350 euros, you should get back 350 euros unless you damage something in the room or they have to fix something that was damaged while you were there. So if you damage the walls and they have to repaint, then they will deduce from that amount of money and then give you the remaining. And if you sign a yearly contract for the dormitory, you'll pay that once a year, each and every time you're near the contract. And if you choose to sign a contract per semester, then you would pay again per semester. And then the money would be either credited into your school account. So it would be in your school account, basically. So the school would owe you money. And whenever you pay the school fees, they would just deduce from that. Or they would send it to your bank account, preferably from here when you get here. But yes, that's basically the deposit.
I have so because most of us or those who are in this webinar are international students, and when you get to another country, maybe you might need a ground to stand and to start like a mentorship or something. So does the university offer mentorship or career development programs for students, even if it's for all the students or just international students, at least so that they can know where to start? And also for those who will be staying on campus, during summer breaks, do they get to leave their hostels so that they can travel back to their countries? Or if one wishes to remain in the country and work over the summer holidays, do they still get to stay at the school's accommodation, or do they leave for the summer break? Yeah.
Okay, the representative from SEU is back here. I think he's still, Dr. Cliff, are you here? Hello? I don't think so. So you can choose to stay on this. University also offers summer classes. So if you want to speed up your process and take some courses during summer to reduce your workload during the normal semesters, you can take summer school. So the dormitories are typically open during summer as well. And you can request to stay there, or you can just move off campus. If you do choose to stay on campus during summer, you'd have to sign a different contract, because the accommodation contract that you sign is only for the semester. So let's say you start in February, you would come in February, stay the whole semester until June. And then if you want to stay during summer, you sign another contract, but then in September, you'd go back to your previous contract. I don't know if it makes sense. So again, if you sign in September, it's for one academic year. Let me specify that. So if you sign in September, you'd go from September until June. And then in September, you would have to sign another contract. I don't know if I answered your question or if I was clear.
Yeah, but the other one you haven't answered on mentorship and career development.
Sorry?
you've answered that one for accommodation. And oh, like, do one get to pay during the summer studying, whatever, like for the summer courses? Now that one will want to be traveling to their home country, do they pay for that? Or even like, and what if I don't want to do the summer courses, but I just want to stay in school? I don't want to travel back home. That was like my main question for the accommodation, and also the other one for like mentorship and career development for students, and mentorship for international students, basically.
Like I was showing on the presentation, CIU does have a program called the Work and Skills Development Program, which is where they basically just aim to help students, find get work experience while they're still studying. So you can get that. You can get the assistant on that aspect, on the mentorship on that aspect. When it comes to mental, I just thought about it now, let me just say it again. They also offer counseling. So, being far from home can be hard sometimes. So if you have an issue with that, you do have access to free counseling. You can get it at any time you want. And for the staying on campus during summer without attending summer school, I am not sure, because the times that I've stayed on campus, I was also during summer school. So I'm gonna try, I don't know why the representative isn't speaking here. I'm gonna try to contact him over the phone to see if he can join to answer that question and any other questions that I am not so sure about.
Yeah, Dr. Cliff is with us. I think he's going to answer this question, but you can stay on campus during like summer holidays. The thing is that the contract is just going to be different. As Kelly said, the contract for all the people staying on campus, before, like, you need to sign a contract with the university, and there are two contracts basically. You can decide to stay for one semester only, or you can decide to stay for 2 semesters. If, let's say that you register in September, this September here, you can sign a 1-year contract, which is going to expire in June. And then after that, if you want to stay on campus, after your contract with the university has finished for the academic year, you will just have to sign a new contract with the university, and they will tell you everything in terms of the fees that you need to pay and all of the information. But, being in Cyprus for a very long time, even Kelly, also she's been in Cyprus for quite a long time, we really would advise you to stay off campus during summer holidays, because it's cheaper. Like, it's just cheaper, and it's, you have the control of life, and you stay the type of accommodation that you need, and accommodation in Cyprus is not really that expensive. So you can stay off campus during summer holiday, which we really advise people to do, in fact.
And staying on the meals, can you mute yourself? Thank you. Sorry about that. The meals during summer are not as good as during the normal semesters, which is another reason why a lot of students tend to stay off campus during summer, because the campus is generally, empty. So people just tend to stay off campus because it's just easier as well. Especially if you're not studying, it's easier. Here's Dr. Cliff. You can answer any questions that you guys might have.
Hello. Yes, I missed out quite some time. If there are some questions, probably I'll be able to help with, or whether it's already been asked, or if I have to provide response to, I'm here. locally?
Yes, I was just going through the
The
chat.
questions, okay. Yes. Whilst you go through, I believe someone asked about getting scholarship and probably seeing only basketball and the others. If anyone has exceptional talent, not only sports even, if you are a national athlete, a national sportsman, or you have exceptional talent in anything, any field, it could be music or dance. Once it's at a national level, you could provide a portfolio and the scholarship committee will look at it and give you whatever you deserve. And it could go as high as 100%, as I said. So aside, if it's academics, maybe you've scored straight A's or very high performing high school results. It could be painting, dancing, whatever you know how to do, sports, athletics, or you could create something. It could be a specialized skill in maybe IT. If you have something you believe you stand out among your peers, just let us know. Prepare your portfolio, or if some of these things are already uploaded online, maybe YouTube, or you have your own channel, you could put together and then send a link to Himalaya Travel as part of your application. I know you all get 75, but as a way of further offering scholarship, we could consider that and give 100% on tuition.
The prices that were there for the quadruple rooms include the tuition fees and the room, internet, and the water bill. Dr. Cliff, there's someone here asking if online classes are available for undergraduate courses.
Unfortunately not. It's a face-to-face university. You know, sometimes the online is difficult to control. So we don't have, not even for PhD or masters. Whoever has to take a program or study with us must be in Cyprus. So that is the short answer. The longer version is that, let's say if you get here and whilst here some of the topics or the professor decides that maybe on this topic or because of whatever might have happened, I'll deliver it online, that could be arranged, but that is not the standard. Especially during COVID, we had to switch just like any other university around the world. So we did a bit of online classes and it helped. Professors may also do maybe a bit of online or create a platform for you to interact with your peers. But CRU is a face-to-face university. It's residential. You must be here in Cyprus and you must attend lectures, you know, per your schedule.
There's another question asking if the extracurricular activities are included in the tuition fees.
Yes, extracurricular, it depends, but largely, let's say we have Spring Festival where we invite international artists from all over the world, US, Africa, Middle East, anywhere. We come, we have party, a full week-long musical and dance, entertainment. It's part of it. Occasionally, we may do, let's say, International Food Festival. We do clubs and activities. We do trips in the school. All these are part of the school tuition fees. But we also have a gym in the school with a swimming pool. You will need to subscribe with a little fee. So it supports the students, but you have to subscribe. And currently, if I'm not mistaken, it's something not probably up to $50 or maybe 20. I'm not sure of the current fee. I learned it's 300 Turkish lira, which could be what, Kelly? Maybe.
I checked this now.
Okay, so it may be lower for a whole semester. It's more like a token. So that is it. It's aside that, whatever we do on campus, you have to be part and you enjoy it for free. You don't need to pay additional amount.
It's around
It's around how much?
$30 per semester. A little less actually than $30 per semester.
Okay, so that's about it. There's a lot of programs that go on. We do celebrate the country's Freedom Days and the Independence Day, and it's all free. We cut cakes, we do food, we do buffet, we do braai or barbecue, and all these things you don't need to pay. They are all part of the tuition fee.
Are the scholarships arrangements for undergraduate students, or is it all inclusive for masters and PhD?
No, our scholarship, it's not all inclusive. Like I mentioned not long ago, it's just for the tuition. For masters and PhD, we may offer you a scholarship to enter, maybe 25, maybe 50, maybe 75, depending on whatever happens. But also for masters and PhD, let's say you are very good with publication and research. That is also another avenue you could get a scholarship up to 100%. But for Himalaya Travel applying for you, they can request a scholarship for you. Also, when you come to CIU, there's opportunity for research assistantship, where you may work in the faculties or work with your professor or do something in other places. When you are selected, you get 100% tuition and a monthly stipend. It's not big money, but it's enough to take care of some of your needs. So already you are saving your fee. So let's say if you have your fee is $2,000 a semester or a year, whatever it is, it means you are saving that $2,000 because you are not paying fees. And in addition, every month you are going to earn a stipend, an amount of money to cater for your basic needs. But that is for those who apply to become research assistants or work in the school. And there are many, many units in the school where you work. Currently where I am, like I showed you not long ago, it's a big office. You can see it's the international office with so many desks. We have many students who come in, especially during summer, come and work with us. If you are fortunate to work here, then you are not paying fees and you get an allowance. We also have the library. People also work in the dormitories. People work in the CIU Sports Center, what we call the arena, and then the registration office, student affairs. So we employ maybe over 200 students. And if you are fortunate to be part of it, and then the faculty, it's quite enormous, because we have labs where we need student assistants to work. So as a PhD or master student, these are your opportunities. If you are good with publication, or if you put in effort in your academics, or if you prove to your professors that you can help, some even teach undergraduates, you know, the new students who come. So there are quite a number of opportunities. But in all these, I believe Himalaya Travel has already informed you. We don't want you to say, I'm going to Cyprus, I'm going to work and pay for my fees, so I'm going to become a research assistant or get work and cater for myself. We don't want that. We want you to have a plan of how you're going to take care of yourself. Then when you get here and you get any of these opportunities, then that money becomes extra for you, because it's not a place you can come and work and all of a sudden you pay all your fees, you pay all your rent, and then all your academic needs and accommodation and everything. It could support you to a certain extent, but you always need extra income to be comfortable. So don't come in thinking when you get here, the work you're going to get, or when you are employed in the university, you can cater for all your needs. You may be stranded, and we don't want it.
Does anyone have, before I continue with the ones on the chat box?
Okay.
Is the fee including scholarship for a year or for one semester? The fees that we're showing there is for a year.
Okay. Okay, so let me also add, I believe probably you answered before, whatever scholarship you are given, you have to graduate with it. So if Himalaya Travel secures you 75% tuition scholarship, it is for the next 4 years when you have to finish your degree. If it's for master, it's for the next 2 years when you finish your degree. That scholarship doesn't change and it doesn't go away. It's permanent. It is only the scholarship which you get through academic merit that you must maintain. With that one, if you don't do well, it will go down. But if you perform higher or maintain it, then you graduate with it. This is different from the scholarship you'll be offered at the stage of application or admission. The one Himalaya Travel is asking for you. That one is permanent. If you are given 75 on tuition, you will graduate with it. It doesn't matter whether your results is bad or good, or you are performing well or not. It's fixed.
Okay. I want to know how long is the master's program will take?
The master's program is a 2-year master program, which comprises 1 tuition where you have to top course. You go to class and you have to do 8 courses. So typically you do 4 courses first semester, 4 courses second semester, then you are done with coursework. The other one will be spending the next 1 year to do your research or dissertation. Previously, people have spent 1.5 years to do. So in short, the compulsory part is where you attend lectures. After lectures, if you are able to finish your thesis within 1 semester and your professor approves of it, it's fine. But the standard is a 2-year master program, which comprises hot courses or classroom work, and then your research or dissertation.
Okay. I did electrical engineering. So is there any program like that over there?
Yes, we have a lot of engineering courses, and you can get your electrical, electronic engineering. We have energy systems. So surely that's something for you.
Okay.
And Evans, what's your CGPA?
My CGPA is 2.84.
Okay, that's good because you'll be applying for through Himalaya. I believe we can do something about it and see what the maximum scholarship we can offer you.
You have my document already.
Okay, that's fine. Then we're going to provide you with the needed support.
I learned first when I applied, I don't know, you reject my application, and I was asking the main reason, and I don't know if you are not giving me the actual reason for it.
It's okay, Evans. It's no need to worry. Whatever, probably there were outstanding documents or something you needed to do. We're going to look at it and we will see whatever it is that we have.
If there's a mistake, or you have to correct me, or you have to give me this, but you didn't specify, they just rejected it, and I was even asking the specific reason.
Okay, no need to worry. I'm going to relook at your application and we will communicate with you. The unfortunate thing is sometimes we have volumes of applications and we still need to attend. We are not able to grant everyone admission, but whatever it is, you don't need to worry. Himalaya Travel will evaluate, send your documents to us, and then we can help you. I was trying to check to see if probably I could get something for you, but it's fine. Your engineering courses are here, and when you come, you're going to be happy. It's a very diverse university with students from over 110 countries. So you're going to meet Africans, Middle Easterns, Europeans, Americans, different race, tribe, different people. And that's one of the strengths of this university. It's very international.
Okay, but where is exactly the school? Is it Poland or where?
No, it's located in the northern part of Cyprus. So it's in Cyprus. And Cyprus, it's within Turkey and Greece. It's about an hour's flight from Turkey. So if you check the map, you going to say?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, just to specify, Evan is from Ghana. And
Yes, sir.
Dr. Cliff is also from Ghana, by the way.
Well, are you from Ghana?
Yes, Evans, I am from Ghana.
Okay. Which part of Ghana?
Evans, don't worry. I'm going to get your contact from Mr. Nelson, and then we can talk. We can talk on the side.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks. Thanks for your time.
Okay. Kelly, could you go through
There's
some of the
another
questions?
question.
Yes.
Do you have commercial undergraduate programs?
Commercial
Undergraduate program.
Okay, we don't have commercial specifically, but probably the related courses, business administration maybe. And if you could, Mr. Nelson could just go to the first page of the brochure, maybe move from the price list. Yes, these are the programs we have for now. We have associate degree, which has been talked about, and the agricultural sciences, the arts, communication, economics. So more about commercial, maybe related, and the economics, administrative sciences, which has accounting, business, international relations, economics, and digital marketing. So these are the available courses. And we also have something in the engineering part, health sciences. Let me talk briefly about our health science program, especially nursing. It's one of the hottest, I would say, currently, where before our students graduate, NHS UK are already looking for them. So we currently have over 50 of our graduates who finish nursing and social work and are working in the UK. So for those who have plans of working abroad, it's an opportunity for you. No need to finish and go write maybe job applications, because by the time you finish, they're already waiting for you. And currently we are also introducing German language, where we want students to just write and then study. Once you have the German language, it's easy to then also work in Germany, because the core requirement normally it's to know German, have German proficiency. But if you want to work in the UK, no problems. We're also exploring to see what we need to support our students with if some want to work in Australia, Canada, and in the US. But for UK, it's clear path. Once you finish, you write your English proficiency, you write the CBT, which is a computer-based multiple choice exam here in Cyprus. Once you finish, there are agents who are busy recruiting nurses. So this is just a way of information.
Is the utility bill included in the discounted fee for accommodation?
No, you will have to pay, as Mr. Nelson might I heard him say, you pay for electricity every month. It's read through the meter. So whatever you are paying, the discount is the actual fee, but bill utilities are not part. So it will be checked, and then it will be put on your student portal that maybe you've consumed $1 or $10 or $2 or €1 or whatever, 50 cents, whatever it is, and then you have to pay as part of your fee. And because we do the instrumental plan, it's not like go and bring the money now. So you'll see it on your student portal, and as you are paying your fee, you could pay that in addition.
Just to
I
add
believe it's electric. Kelly, are the students charged water? No.
No, that's what I wanted to ask. Water and
Okay.
electricity is included
Yes.
on the prices that are on the slides.
Okay.
And is there like a talent show for students to showcase their talents in CIU?
Yes, it depends on the talents. Let's say sports, you guys have mentioned it. We have the sports, handball, soccer, volleyball, And we just finished playing the World Cup, the CIU World Cup, where all the major countries presented on campus. We engage, you win your trophy, it's fun. And sometimes you can also do it regional, let's say African based or even different continents and all that. In addition, if you come to campus, I can take you around, but we have, there are some murals, art on some of the walls. And also there's this horse, I can't show you from my office, but it's in one of our videos, which was done by our student. And interestingly, we put the name of the student. We made a plug for the student. I mean, this is something you don't see, where a student does something, and then not just do we recognize that student, but we put a plug, eminent plug, just for the student, you know. So there's opportunity. When also during Spring Festival, we do stages. All the students who can rap or sing or dance, they have opportunity to showcase whatever we do. And then occasionally we do exhibition, artwork or fashion or anything. But one good thing about CIU is that it's an open university. If you've got some ideas, we are always welcoming. So when you come and you say, oh, I have this idea, or I want us to form this club, just tell us there's the need, get your friends to be part-time. If we have 20 people and we have a patron from the faculty or a staff member or administrator signing that I'll be a patron, we could submit this to the student affairs and it could be made a club in the school. So there's countless number of avenues for students to showcase their talent and what they can do, from sports to art to music to dance to whatever you can do. Any creative idea, just bring it. And we give you opportunity to do it. Like I said, people are building statues here, people are creating and startup entrepreneurship. People are using waste materials to create things in the school, and then we put their names on it. No one steals your idea. It becomes like, okay, student A did this with your name, photo, and profile.
Can you get 75% scholarship after the initial 50% in the offer letter?
I believe Mr. Nelson wouldn't even wait for you to, I don't know what he's told you, but whoever he is requesting 75% for, we will be more than happy to offer it. So that is it. It's a place when you come, you're going to be happy and enjoy. Very diverse, very multicultural, student-centered, and affordable fee for a quality education. You may not get this anywhere in the world.
Is the tuition fee including scholarship per semester or per year? And how many semesters are there in an academic year?
2 semesters in academic year. Our semesters, or usually the main semester is September, and then the next September, which will run from September to January, and then the second semester will run from February to June. So we have 2 semesters in a year. When you are offered a tuition scholarship, it's a 1 year. Let's say if you are giving it at admission, it means you are graduating with it. So it has nothing to do with semester or per year. That's it. But on CGPA scholarship, it is yearly. So at the end of every year, we will review your performance to see if your CGPA is good or not. That is where it may drop. But whatever you get, like whatever Himalaya Travel wants to give to you, it has nothing to do with the year or semester. You are going to graduate with it. Whether that 75% you are going to have, you will graduate with it.
And I believe this is the last questions. Are there public transports that can transport students to and from school, and is it affordable? And if I want to reside on campus, as the university assist me?
It's a nice question. Now, the university has over 10 buses that moves free from campus to all around town. And then that's every hour. So let's say by 8 o'clock a.m., it will move from CIU campus, move to every single stop in the city. the city is not so big, but it's quite big. So wherever you stay, you just need to come to the various bus stops. And then it will pick students from town and bring to school. Now, we run this throughout the day. And I believe the last bus, it's around 11, Kelly, you should know.
During the semester, it's at midnight, I believe.
Midnight, 12, and then during summer or on vacation, that will be shorter. So whoever is asking the question, there is a free bus to transport you in and off campus. If you are already staying in campus, whenever you have to go to town for your shopping or sightseeing or to go to the cinema or do anything, you have the free bus going to church, whatever you want to do. Then those who have to stay off campus, also you have a free bus coming to school each and every day.
And for the second part of the question, no, the university doesn't assist in you finding an apartment or like a place to stay off campus.
The university itself may not directly, but we have representatives that we can trust, like Himalaya Travel. So let's say if you don't want to stay on campus, he is a verified agent or partner. So let's say you don't want to come, you may request from him. If he could look around and check, get a suitable apartment, I believe you'll be able to do that for you. But as a university, we only talk about the on-campus accommodation. When a student has a further request, we may then ask some of our partners to help you, but not anyone, only our official partners. Like Himalaya Travel, I know him personally, so if I say he should guide you, I'm comfortable and confident about it. But I can't just let you go online and select anyone. If anything goes wrong, it's the university's image and reputation, and I can't vouch for them. So that will be the answer.
I think that's all with the questions. Does anyone else have a question before I go on to show the application website? I think we're done.
Okay, so then it means I may leave you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just a bit, let me show you a bit about how our international office is. These are my colleagues I work with at the office.
Hello.
And then Jocelyn. Hello. Okay, so it's a big office, as you can see, very diverse. And if you don't have any question, I'm going to leave you here. And for those who may want to continue with the admission, or if you need any further questions, you can send it to Himalaya. We will always be willing to respond. We'll be looking forward to seeing you in September. In case your preparations don't go as planned, then February, definitely we will see you. So it's good talking to you, and we hope to have another session soon. Thanks, Kelly, and Mr. Nelson. We will talk again.
All right. Bye.
All right.
So this is the website. You will receive the link. We'll send a message to everyone for the link for the application. But this is where you come and you do the application. So you select university, the level, so whether doing undergraduate, master's, or bachelor, the program you want to study. Here, make sure to select Cyprus International University, and then the term, which is 23-24 fall. Then you write your first name, last, your gender, father, all this information, your email, your date of birth, and place and phone number. For the phone number, please make sure to add your country code, because sometimes people do forget to add that and it gets messed up on the application. And your login details, you have to remember that, because for everything else, we will upload your acceptance letters through this to your dashboard, which to access, you need the email and the password that you choose. And then here you go ahead and upload your documents, your photo. I would prefer please upload a picture, a clear picture where you can see your face very clearly with a neutral background. So sort of like a passport type picture. Your high school certificate, whether it is national or international. If you have evidence of English, you can go ahead and upload that, but it's not a must. And yes, your transcript. And here is where you add the code that I had shown during the presentation. I'll show it again. Under agent code, right here is where you put the code, which is 64 KI33. Like this, but I'm gonna show it again. Let me just show you guys again the code. Right here. This is the code that you write under agent code at the very bottom. And then you just submit the application and we will do everything else from our side and give you updates when we get feedback from the university or request for any documents if anything else is asked by the university. Do you guys have any questions on that? Samuel Adu, you raised your hand. Do you have any question?
Yes, I do have a question.
Okay, you can go ahead and ask.
Okay, so because of my time zone, I joined a bit late. So I wanted to ask, do I have to submit? I already applied and I got the 50%, but I want the 75. Do I have to apply again, or what do I do?
You don't need to apply again. We'll just process everything for you. Don't worry about that. You can just send a message to me on WhatsApp, on the Malaya WhatsApp that has contacted you, just to remind, and I can take your name down and we'll do everything else for you.
Okay, all right. So I'll do it right away.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I think that's it. Yes, those are all the questions. I think we're done for the webinar today. Mr. Nelson, do you have anything else to add? Okay, so we're done. Thank you so much for attending the webinar. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to it is a very friendly country. I haven't had bad experiences per se here. The locals are also quite friendly, especially if you do end up learning Turkish. The official language is Turkish. If you do end up learning Turkish, then yes. Alfred, you'll raise your hand. Yes, it is very safe. It is very, very safe. And it's coming from a woman, so you know it's very safe. Even at night, like you can walk at night without being so stressed or worried that something's gonna happen. Alfred Sensei, do you have a question? Or maybe it was an accident? I believe it was an accident. So, yes.
Okay, last question. And then how is the studies? How do I say? Can I do other things while I'm studying? As in, if I'm doing a remote job, I work remotely with a company, and then I can work from anywhere. Can I combine studies and then work together?
That depends on how you would feel about juggling the two. I know people from both ends of the spectrum. I know people that were working remotely with a company that isn't here in Cyprus and studying at the same time, and they managed to do both. But I also know people that weren't able to do it because, you know, full-time job and studying full-time can be quite hard. So if you can manage both, then you would be fine.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Ernest?
Okay, thank you. I wanted to ask that is the degree, it might be undergrad or masters, are they internationally recognized? Or
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
all right. So even if I get my degree that side, I can still go and pursue something out of the country.
Yes. Yes.
No, okay.
I mean,
And
for
that
courses
thing,
such as medicine, for can you mute yourself? Sorry. For courses such as medicine, it might be a bit hard, but then that's because each country has their own medicine board, so you might have to go and redo the exam or study for a little bit before applying the course. But generally, for other courses, you have no issues doing it. Yeah, for example, me, like you were just reminding me to give myself as an example. I just graduated with interior design, and I know people that also graduated in February for architecture and interior design, and they had no issues applying their education, their diploma. A lot of them are already working. They had no issues with that, no issues finding a job outside of Cyprus, both in Africa and in other countries. And some people that also left and are doing their masters and didn't have any issues.
okay, thank you. So how about, let's say, I think you know that side much better. After I graduate, are there job vacancies that side, or I would have to leave the country or something like that?
That honestly, speak Turkish, it's harder for you to find a job. If you manage to learn the language and apply for a job which you could get in, then yeah, you could stay and work for it. I mean, in your area, because some people do stay and end up working for the universities. But if you want to work in whatever degree you're doing, you would have to learn the language to be able to find a good job.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.
No problem. For the people that have already applied and already have the conditional letters, you don't need to apply again. You can just send me a message and then I will take care of everything. Just send a message on the Himalaya WhatsApp and we'll take care of everything for you to change the scholarship. That was the last question. Do you guys have any other questions before I end the meeting? I think that was it. Again, thank you for joining the meetings. If you guys have any questions, you can just message us on WhatsApp and we will answer right away. Bye, guys.